we reached out to our buddy Steve Adubato, who really knows New Jersey politics so very, very well. Entrenched in politics, his family is legendary. More importantly, helping out the folks at risk and the inner city at-risk youth throughout the great city of Newark. And we'll never forget that in the name of Steve's father. But Steve Adubato himself joining us on the air. Stephen, welcome to the program. What a night, my brothers. Did you sleep at all, Steve? Did you get any rest? Huh?
Joe, I stayed up all night knowing that I'd be able to talk to you this morning. I got to tell you, this is, and I've covered a few elections in the state of New Jersey and nationally.
I would say so. Yep.
I won a seat in the state legislature, then lost it 2 years later. I've been through a lot of elections.
Yeah.
By far, bar none, this is the most significant, impactful election in New Jersey and potentially nationally that I've ever seen in all the years I've been connected to our extraordinary political system. This is shocking. It is. Maybe it's not shocking, Joe. I mean, I was listening to you before we came on.
Yeah.
You get it. You understand it. It has nothing to do with whether you and I agree on every issue, but I'll tell you what, something is changing in the state of New Jersey and in the nation, and this is a rejection of far left, so-called progressive politics. It's a rejection of defund the police. It's a rejection of massive government spending. Even on some of those programs, I believe in some of them, but paying for them, that's another story.
Yeah,
Jack Ciattarelli gets huge points.
Yeah.
We're plugging away, as you said. Even better than Springsteen, frankly, because everyone's cheering for Springsteen. Not everyone was cheering for Jack Ciattarelli. And also the biggest loser.
Yeah.
Biggest loser in this, Joe, and then I'll stop.
Yeah, that's okay.
Joe Biden. Because if people don't understand that what is happening or not happening in Washington and the failures of this administration, the Biden administration, did not impact what happened in New Jersey and Virginia, then they don't understand the psyche of voters, many of whom are saying enough is enough, and they don't even know where they want to go, but they know they don't want to go in the current very far left, big government direction.
Yeah, they did. Now walk us through this. So we don't know where this will end up. We had Mike.
Doesn't even matter, Joe. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Even if Murphy wins by 6 votes, yes, he will be governor. Or if Ciattarelli wins, he'll be governor. But the president of the New Jersey Senate, Steve Sweeney.
Unbelievable. I can't believe
this is a Democrat for over 2 decades in the state legislature. The president of the Senate, a good friend of mine, somebody who's been on your show, a really good guy. How about this? Not even a far left progressive Democrat, a moderate leaning center, conservative Democrat loses. It appears as if he has lost his state Senate seat in southern New Jersey. So in so many ways, this shifts the political landscape in the state and nation dramatically.
Yeah, it's so true. So you're hearing, because we hear Steve Sweeney, by the way, as you listen, President Sweeney, Senate President, great guy, blue collar guy, iron worker, tough guy, tough as nails, but really one of the few moderate Democrats, if you will, with common sense, boy, and they may have taken him out. Steve, you're saying he's trailing at this point.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Everyone, I've said this on your show many times, Joe. Yes, New Jersey is a blue state, except it's a funny kind of blue state. It's a blue state that's not Massachusetts, meaning it's blue, but the Democrats, particularly in the suburbs, and the independents who vote Democratic, who voted for Biden last time, they're not far left, and there are not enough of those other very far left Democrats, including in our cities, that voted for Phil Murphy, whether he wins or not. So the point is, New Jersey is a suburban state, largely, that leans more toward the middle, even though it's, quote, blue, it can easily go Republican under the right set of circumstances. And this is, in fact, that set of circumstances.
It is. Steve, what's with the mail-in voting? How that? I thought when I saw the numbers, and I thought, well, the mail-in votings they have not been counted yet. And I'm looking at Essex County, where your family and my family are from Newark, New Jersey, and then. By the way, Sean, I got to tell you, there's a guy on Newsmax, and his name is Rob Schmidt, right? Great guy. What a great guy.
I know who he is.
He started dissing Newark, and I just want to say on the air, Rob, we love you, man, but Newark is like home to so many people. He goes,
they don't know Newark.
They don't know Newark.
They don't know
and how
Newark.
Newark has come back. How Newark has come back. It's a shining example of how to rebuild an inner city, and it's holding its own on its own. Thanks, by the way, to your late great father, I may say, Steve. A shout out to Dad in that regard. But the writing, these mail-in ballots, they didn't show up for Murphy like we thought they would, huh?
No, and here's the thing. Even though a massive number, maybe a third of the total number of votes, Joe, were not cast by people like my wife and I and countless others who actually went to a polling place. They were cast by mail. They were cast before the election, a third.
Yeah.
I would argue the Democrats won big time, but not even – put it this way. If only the votes were counted based on those who voted on Election Day, Jack Ciattarelli would have won in a landslide, meaning Murphy won in Democratic places like Newark and Essex County. He won in Hudson County. He won in Passaic County, but he did not win nearly to the degree he won 4 years ago, nor did he win to the degree that Joe Biden won over Donald Trump only last year. And yes, Donald Trump hovers over this race and the race in Virginia, and it's a message, Joe, respectfully, also to the Republicans, meaning I know this is the party of Trump, but you can, in Virginia and Ciattarelli in New Jersey, and I asked Ciattarelli directly, will Donald Trump campaign for you? Those two guys kept the former president at a distance. The Republicans are going to have to figure out how to deal with Donald Trump, as popular as he is in the Republican Party, because I'm not convinced if he came into New Jersey and was very visible, both in person and on Twitter and in Virginia, not 100% convinced this would have played out, Joe.
Yeah, I think, and we'll get into it when we have more time. I got to tell you, I don't think it has.
Sure.
They kept saying Trump this, Trump that, Trump that. It wasn't that. It was
a mistake by the Dems to hit Trump. It was a mistake by the Dems because Trump's not on the ballot.
Exactly. Let it go. And Jack was indeed his own man. And I'll tell you, you know what's interesting, because you and I, we always know everybody out of Newark. We know everybody, in the arena. And Jack from Raritan, and you and I go, where's that again? Where's Raritan again?
But he's a Jersey guy, Joe.
Oh, he's
a Jersey guy.
And Steve, he's Italian. Did you know that he's Italian? I'm just saying.
I had not noticed the vowel at the end of his. Joe, I got to tell you. Yeah. I didn't. Hey, people were talking about issues and this matters, that matters. I said on your show about a month ago, don't forget. And I respect and like Phil Murphy on a lot of levels, but I think he roots for the Red Sox. Yeah. He's from Massachusetts. No disrespect. He's not a Jersey guy. And when he tries to, quote, be or talk New Jersey, it sounds funny. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Hey, so did you, by the way, before we let you go, Steve, I know you got a busy morning. We appreciate you jumping on the air with us.
My honor.
Do you know we go with where this ends up? We don't know. Well, this will probably take a couple days, huh?
Our daughter, who was our Olivia, I know you know the name Olivia. Our daughter Olivia said, Dad, 1.5 million. I said, yes, honey. The race with over 3 million people voting is about 4 votes apart. She goes, well, how does that happen? I said, honey, I don't know. I've never seen this before. Meaning there not only will be a recount, there'll be a court case. We will not know officially and for real who the governor of New Jersey is going to be for the next 4 years for a while, Joe.
Oh, man. Steve, thank you.
Sorry to bring bad news to your great audience.
Love to the family, Steve, and thank you for taking the time. Steve Adubato. Okay, God bless you.